Senthil, please mute your audio if you want to say something. Otherwise, you please mute. Huh? Senthil, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Some background noise are coming. So if you don't want to say something, please mute yourself. Hello. I hope I'm audible, right? Other anyone can
Hitler
respond.
brother. என்னோடது கேட்கக்கூடாது.
Hello, Senthil, please. Yeah, okay, thank you. Well, so welcome everyone. So we can start now. Today is the second last session, probably, and so the thing is that the exam is very near to you all, and you have to practice well for all the things and whatever you have read throughout the sessions in the class, in the discussion sessions, and all. So you have to practice and you have to be prepared for every kind of thing. Basically, what you have to do, whatever the type of questions that have been discussed or came in the assignments, similar kind of questions will be asked only, so no need to worry much. Just the thing that you have to practice well, and especially for the mathematical parts, I would say. Others are okay. So yeah, so that's the thing. And another thing is that till assignment 9 we have discussed already, although some portion was left, so that we will discuss today. And after that we will discuss about some more examples. I mean, discussion means similar kind of examples I have jot down here, so I will just throw it to you. You can just start solving all those and within given time, so that you have to do. And after that let's see how it goes, and then finally we will see about, I mean, the last 10, 11, 12. So those are mostly about like no mathematical parts are there, but yeah, few interesting things are there, so that maybe we can discuss in the next and the final session of our discussion. So yeah, so with these things keeping in mind, we can start about today's discussion session. So yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, welcome again. So the problem that was left in last week was like the considering the error bars and errors in both the problems of this about this plotting, or rather fitting a straight line for a minimum distance. So yeah, so this was one of the problems. So here you can see there's yeah. Okay, so here the problem was, yeah, so the problem was that, I mean, we have to one equation was given, that is r equals to r naught plus r naught into within bracket 1 plus alpha t. So there you had to I mean, set of data points were given, so t and r, and based upon that you had to fit the data points for with as a straight line, and from there you have to derive all the points, all the values of r naught and alpha. Okay, so that we solved, and I hope, this was easy, just to put the formula and you could solve that. And so what you had to do, that r equals to, you have to just open the bracket, so it will become r naught plus r naught alpha t. So now r naught you have to just correlate, I mean, for this kind of fittings is fitting expressions, you have to just correlate the things like y equals to mx plus c, that is so you know that y equals to mx plus c. So this is just a curve for a fitting. This is the equation for a straight line curve, straight line fitting. So this is this kind of fitting. Let's say data points like these are there. So m is basically what is x. So this is y and this is x. So this is the x axis, you can understand, and this is the y axis. These are the standard protocols. Okay. And yeah, so now so aim is basically what is here, c is the constant part, and aim is uh, the part that is divided by x, and aim is considered as the yeah. Yeah, so aim is basically the slope of this line. So and c is the intercept. Intercept means so let's if the, I mean, let's extrapolate the line, so it can cut the y-axis in let's say in this place. So this part is basically c. Okay, and slope is the m. Okay, so these, I mean, these are the values that you have to basically evaluate from this data point. So you just don't need to worry about these things. Okay, now so we have calculated putting all the formulas, we have calculated the values. So n is required, how many data points are there, that is 10. So and different summation values like xi yi xi square, summation xi of whole of square. So with that we have calculated the value of m, and that is came out to be 0.07, like that. And sorry. Okay, now now as we have gotten the aim, so if you look at here, so if you look at in this equation, so then r equals to r naught plus alpha r naught alpha t. Yeah, r equals to r naught plus r naught alpha t. So it means that r naught equals to here, r naught equals to c, right? And r naught alpha equals to m, because here t is the variable, that is the x is the variable means it changes, and y is here r. So r naught alpha equals to m. Let me write m equals to r naught alpha, and c equals to, or in some cases it is written as b. Okay, equals to or not, right? So now once if you can you have to evaluate, you have the formula to evaluate m and c or b, whatever you call it. So once you get once you get b or c, we can get the value of r naught. And now once you get the m, so since r naught is known, so from there we evaluated the value of alpha, right? So now yeah, so you see, so here it was, as I was saying, it is termed as b, the constant, not c. So yeah, so these are the values that we have done earlier. So m equals to r naught alpha and b equals to r naught. We have calculated these things. The value of r naught came to be 14.85, and alpha equals to m by b and came out to be 0.005284. That is, the answer is given as 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? So till now, if we take 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Yeah, so now the problem was we had to calculate. So this was the equation. So we had to calculate the error in the equation. So, but if we look at this data table, so these are the data, like these are the y values and these are the x values. There's the alpha and r. These are the obtained alpha and r values, right? That we have solved. And Okay. So yeah. Now what we had to do, we had to calculate basically the del y. Why del y is required? So we had to calculate this SB value, this one. So this is the error value. So for calculating this, we had to calculate this of the error in del y, and into under root of all these values. So for calculating this one, the formula is this, right? So now here a term that is s del y of s square of del y equals to summation of del y square by n minus 2, right? So see this del y, this value we have to evaluate. So how we can evaluate this value, or we can calculate this value? Yeah, so how we can calculate this value? Basically, for that we have to calculate this y expected value, right? So how we can calculate y expected? So y expected is nothing but the equation that is given, and the values of r naught and alpha that we have obtained after solving this. So that we have to put, and we will get automatically one r value, or that is the y expected value, right? So if we put this alpha value like this one, this will be same for every case, and this r naught value, and this will also be same for every case, only that the x will get changed for all the things, and we will get some values, and that will be like this. So if we put these values in this equation, we will get, for each case we will get some values for r, right? So these are coming out to be this, and this is, that is y expected. Now what we have to do, we have to just minus these values, this minus this, and square of that, basically the summation of that's all the square values. So, and that is, you can, if you look at here, so these values are the minus from this to this, or this to this. Anyway, once you do the square, even if the value is negative, it will automatically become positive, right? So minus of this one, basically this column and this column, and square of that, and that is this one, all these values. Now these are the sum values of all these values from here to here. So this is the summation value, right? Now we have gotten this value, so how, so we can easily get this one, right? So if we look, this value will come out to be by 10 minus 2, because 10 is the total number of data points, and this value is equals to 0.15528. This is coming. So remember, again you have to do all these things. I don't know what kind of problems will be given, the numbers will be easier or harder, like in decimal points, I don't know, but remember that you have to do all these things there without using any excel or thing, right? So as what I know, that on-screen calculator will be provided only, so you have to solve it there. So be cautious about that. Yeah. Okay, so now so we have obtained the value of this one, that is 0.1552. Now if we put all these values, because we already know these values, right? This summation of xi square, summation of xi whole square, n value, and now we have calculated this one. So basically, yeah, sorry, so one thing is that, so basically this is the square one. So if you make a square root of that, this value will come out like this only, 0.39. Now if you put all these values here, so you can get, so I mean, once you put the value, it will look like this, 0. This one into under root, this value is this one, all these values we know, we have done already in calculations. So, and the value will come out to be 0.26, and that will be the error value, right? So overall the value will be of r, we know already the value of r, that is how much is that, r is, sorry, how much was the value of r? Yeah, r was 14.85, so now it will be 14.85 plus minus. 0.26, right? So I mean, if you look at the answers, they more or less the range is similar, so you can get from here. Okay, this is now clear. This is the one part, so you are directly getting this one. Now another part is there, that is the sm value, and that will correspond to obviously alpha value, right? Now we know that alpha equals to basically m equals to r naught alpha, right? M equals to r naught alpha. So first we will calculate all these things. So sm is this one, this is the formula, so we have already gotten this one, and this if we put, we will clearly get a value, and that will be 0.00434, right? So this is the value we are getting. If you put these values, you will get simply. Now yeah, as I was saying, so m equals to r naught into alpha, right? So alpha equals to m by r naught, right? Now so S of m equals to S of r naught into alpha. Now from the error propagation, we have seen earlier that in case of any multiplication, how to solve it. So this will be not by, this will be like this. So for if z equals to x into, and this will be plus. If z equals to x into xy or x into y, then what we have to do for calculating the error of z, that is we first take log or ln of z equals to ln x plus ln y. Now so d ln x by dx equals to del x by x. So and now if we do that, so del z, but uh, um, if we do the factor of that, like this first factor, so this will del z by z equals to under root of del x by x square plus del y by y square. So basically del z equals to, now this is like del of ln, so del z is equals to z into all these under root values, right? Del z equals to z into under root of del x by x square plus del y by y square, right? So similar will be the situation here. If we look at here, so since alpha equals to m by r naught, so here it will be like del alpha by alpha equals to del of m by m square plus del of r naught by r naught square. So del of alpha equals to alpha into under root del of m by m square plus del of r naught by r naught square. So if we put the values, we know all the values, right? Del m values we know, we have calculated, and del r naught also we have calculated, and r naught and m value we have also calculated, like b and m value. So since we know all the values, we just directly put the values. So first I have calculated this under root value, and that is coming out 0.058. Then I've just put the values the of alpha and this one, and this is 3.01 into 10 to the power minus 4. So if you look at the answer, it is more or less in the similar region, right? So in this way you have to solve the problems. I mean, once these are very straightforward, right? Like the equations are very straightforward and you can correlate. So only thing you have to keep in mind that for calculating the error, once there is any square or plus or minus term, so you have to just put the formula of error propagation, that you have propagation of error formulas that we have learned earlier. So in this way now you can basically calculate all these values, right? So now the thing is, yeah, so I hope these are okay for all, and you have done this, right? So basically the alpha value will come out, so this was already calculated. As I was saying, 0.0052 it was, so 5.28 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus minus 3.01 into, sorry, this will not be across it, into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so this will be the, right? So yeah, okay. So now this is done for the first question. Now we are left with another problem was there. So that was bit critical, right? Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Now, so these two are the formulas. I've just put it here because just to keep in mind because it will be helpful. Now, this was the another problem, right? So z square equals to r square plus 2 pi square f square l square. So this and this, and these are the data point that was given. So you had to what you had to do, you had to fit like y equals to mx plus c again. So your y would be z square values, not z values. So what you had to do, you had to convert all z values to, so I mean basically if we consider this as a table, you have to convert this table to for calculating all the things in the square term of every data point, right? So z to z square, f to f square, and you had to evaluate the value of r and l, right? So that we have done in the last class. So these are the, I have just converted those already. So if you look at here, these values are 10, 70, 96, 120 in this way, and here the values are 10, 20, 30, 10 this way, 100. So here these are converted already. Y is your z square, that is this, and this one it will look, and x is your 100, 400, so in this way, right? So all these values. Now what we had to do, that we had to just, sorry, okay, just forget about this part. This we will show in the next slide. Maybe this is a bit wrong. Okay. So now again, these are the formulas and how we correlated the values. Y equals to z square, b equals to r square, right? Y equals to z square, b or c equals to r square, and m equals to 2 pi square l square. So now once you have converted this one, you just forget about the square terms. Okay, once you've converted these things, you just remember about this one. This is the, this y term, this b term, this m term. Don't remember about this is okay, this is y, so this is the square term is there. Don't that, you just convert, you make your own table, and that is okay. Now your data is will be in terms of y equals to mx plus c, right? Not in any other term. Your now your y is this one, and your x is this one, not any 10, 20, 100, 30, all this. You just don't do that, so that will be easier for you to, if such kind of problem comes. Okay, now from there, so we have calculated the value of l and r both. We've calculated basically b square, b, and that is r square, and from there we've gotten the value of r, that is 59.63, and obviously calculated m, and from there got in the value of l, that is 0.599. Okay, now so here again we have to do what we have to do, we have to calculate the y expected, right? Now so as I was saying, that you just forget about your square term, right? So now your y is this one and your x is this one, right? Now but a formula is given, so you have to just put this formula into uh, over here, and you have to calculate the things, right? The y expected, right? So y expected means again this z square expected value. So basically you have to put this r value and the l value, right? So r square and l square. So if you put these things, if you can see here, that a value like this will come, right? These are already done, so that's why it is looking like easy. But yeah, so since you will do in all the things in calculate, it will be difficult, because for especially for this kind of larger values, so be very very careful, I'd say. Now yeah, so now you have gotten this y expected values, you can see, and these y values are already there. Now we can again mm, uh, subtract from this to this and then make a square of that, and that value will come out to be like this, 5254 point, like this value you can see from here. I no need to pronounce. So now we have gotten basically. Now basically we have to sum all these values and we will get this value, right? So and from there we can get the value of s of sigma s square of sigma del pi, right? So if we put, so this value will come out to be like this. If you put all these values there, and so first a square term will come, and that is this one, and then actual value we will get, that is s of del y, right, equals to 110 in 0.83 in 69. Now if we put here the if we put the value of s of del y, because other terms we already know, this is this the value will come out, one value, that is 54.41, right? So now you have to remember about all those again, this error propagation, right? So what was the case for earlier? The earlier one, the value that we have gotten from here, that was the error value because there was no square term. Now what we are getting from here, that is the a sub b, that is the y, that is basically in a square term, right? Because y equals to here in a square term, that is the z square, and that is here b is equals to r square. So a sub b is basically equals to s of r square, right? R square. So and the value of that is that. So it doesn't mean that it is the value of s of r, right? So now okay, like we have gotten the value in the similar. We have gotten the value of sm. Okay. Now what we have to do that sb. So sb equals to s of r square, as I was saying. Now we know the value of sb. Now what we have to do? We have to just use this all this propagation of error formulas. How to do that? uh, okay, according to the error of propagation, so b equals now r square, right? Sorry, this will be small b, just small b. So b equals to r square, right? Excuse me. So now if we do ln of that, what will it, so del of basically r by r equals to, okay, how it is coming to be like this. So del of, if we do the del of here, like this is again from this log value, right? If we take a ln of that, it will be like 2. So here let me write. So ln b equals to 2 into ln r, right? So now if we now make a del of this, so it will look like this, just this. So ln del of r by r equals to here. So basically 2 is there again. 2 into del of r by r equals to del of b by b. So it is here. So now once we put these two here, so it will come out to 1 by 2. That is del of r by r equals to half into del of b by b. Right? Clear? Uh, now, so basically del of r will be equals to half into r into del of b by b. Okay. Now we have to put all the values, right? So we have to calculate this del of r. So how to do that? So basically half means 0.5. Yeah. So means 0.5. R value we know that is 59.63. Del B you have calculated. So del B is what? That we have calculated this one, and B value we know. So from here, if you put all the values, this value will come out to be like this 0.435 something. So, and if you look at the answer, so this will, I guess, match, right? Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So now the up to this part there is no problem. There is actually no problem. So these are done very smoothly. Now for the other one, again that is bit tricky. So so up to this part, I hope this is okay for all and these are matching. Uh, Here for the next section, there is a bit problem for me. I don't know like whether you have faced or these are matching with you all. I'm not sure about that, but what I faced is that here again you have to do basically follow this propagation of error formula. That is not, that is no doubt about that. So here y equals to z square and b equals to r square, that we know. Now m equals to 2 pi square l square, right? Now similarly, so we have to calculate the error in l, right? L value we already calculated from the table. Now we have to calculate the error in l, right? So what will be the case? L square equals to m by 2 pi square. If we just change the side, L square equals to m by 2 pi square. Now what we'll do, just take ln of this. So ln of L square equals to 1 by 2 pi square into ln of m. So basically this is a digit, this is a value, right? This is not a variable. So 1 by 2 pi square is a constant. So now we can just separate that. So that is 1 by 2 pi square into ln of m. This is clear. Now ln of L square equals to, so
Sir,
2, yeah,
excuse me, sir.
yeah,
So
yeah,
in this
please.
equation where L is equals to m upon 2 pi square, right?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Now, when we take the log on both sides, so this should come as log of L square is equals to log m minus log 2 pi square, isn't it?
Log a minus 2 pi, no, 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 no. What, that's what I'm saying. Na? So one, this 2 pi square is is a constant value. So this we don't take log of that. So once we, because if we take that, so that will be again, I mean, uh, what should I say? That will be zero, right? So any in log of any constant is zero. So this is now 1 by 2 pi square into ln of m. So constant, usually we don't take log of that, right? So if we, let's say if it is 5c, so it will be, once we take log of that, it will be 5 ln c, right? Or am I wrong? I am not sure.
Well, whatever the mathematics that I have studied, according to me, the log value of 2 pi square will not be zero. This is very much sure.
No, no, yeah, that is okay. But I am saying that this will, won't it come out as a constant? I
It
might,
will come out as a constant value, of
uh,
course.
yeah, yeah, okay. Now, so, yeah, yeah, please carry on. Maybe I'm mistaking something. It can be.
Uh, I mean, my only concern is here the value, if we take the log as, it should come out as log L square is equals to log m minus of log 2 pi square. That's it. That is the only concern. It will not come as a multiplication here because whatever the value is, even the value is very small or large, it doesn't matter, but it has
Yeah,
some
yeah, of course, of course. Huh.
constant value. It cannot be taken out like the way we do it in derivative. The derivative of any constant, we
Yes,
just
right,
take it out,
right, right.
right? And
Huh.
the function is being derivatized. But in here, in this case, this won't happen, according to me.
Okay. Uh, So yeah, it can be. So maybe that is the mistake. So is your answer matching with the thing? Like,
I did not carry out the I mean I have not solved this question because last time I missed the a session, so that's why I requested you to repeat this session again.
okay, no. So what I'm asking that while assignment, didn't you? I mean, solve this one?
No, I was
Okay,
unable to solve it.
okay. So yeah, so as far as I was doing, so I thought of like this. Maybe I made a mistake. So this is two, as you were saying. I mean, I have to think then. So in this way, what I was thinking, any log of I'm not sure now. Like what I know is that this is if any constant value is
See,
there.
log of constant is zero, no, sir. If we do
Yeah,
in calculator, also,
log
this
of constant
constant
is
zero.
zero.
But
But what
yes, sir.
about like once any value is there? So this is one by two pi square is a constant, right? So this is not a, what I would say. This is not a variable. So once we take the log, what should be the case? Uh, as he was saying. So now I am a bit confused. So maybe I made a mistake. I'm not very sure. Although I've tried in multiple methods, but in this case, actually the answer was not matching. That I'd say. So um, I don't know. Like in this way, what I was saying is that if you do uh,
You
ln
may take
m,
out power in front of ln,
sorry.
outside ln. 2 ln of 2 pi. Ln of n
Yeah. So
minus
yeah,
2 ln of
two
2 pi.
2 ln of 2 pi, if it becomes like that, so it means that it is ln m, basically ln m minus 2
2
2
ln of 2 pi.
yeah, 2 ln of 2 pi, right? So like this.
Yeah.
So in that way it will come then. Yeah, so if we just omit that, how will it look like? So del of now. So all please calculate then. So now, yeah, let me finish first. So ln L equals to, now you just forget about this. I'm not sure though. I'm just trying to do as you are suggesting. So it is then ln M minus, please all write down. So ln M minus of 2 into ln of 2 pi, right? So yeah. So now you just so del of, we have to make the derivative of that. So del L by L will become like del M by M into whatever the value will come here, right? Whatever value 2 of 2 ln of 2 pi, right? So whatever value it will come. So you just
But
put
actually, 2 ln of 2 pi is also wrong. It should be
uh,
ln of pi minus 2 ln of ln of 2 minus 2 ln of pi.
okay, let me see it.
Because
It
square is
is
not for the 2. It is only for pi. So ln of 2 minus 2 ln of pi.
ln of 2 minus 2 ln of phi. Okay, so this is 1 by 2 pi square. So basically 2 ln of 2 minus, yeah, so ln of 2 minus ln of 2 pi, right?
Ln of 2 minus 2 ln of pi.
Okay, yeah, right. ln of
Minus ln
2
of
plus
2
2 ln of pi.
minus ln of 2 minus 2 ln of pi.
Okay, let me write.
This ln of m
Yeah, ln of
minus
m,
ln of 2
ln of m minus
ln of 2
ln of 2. Sorry,
plus 2 ln of pi.
just
Minus minus will be plus.
ln of 2 minus 2 ln of 2 pi, right?
Plus 2 ln of 2 pi. Minus minus will be plus na.
Yeah, 2. So you just put the formula in your copy and just try to solve it. I mean, so okay, it will be plus is very is not very clear from here at all, but yeah, I hope you are getting. So just try to solve it there in your copy, so then it will be easier, right? So now, okay, yeah, so this is then del of L equals to just L will be multiplied L into all these values, right? So the value is ln m, that will become as del of m by m. Now once we do that, so and then in the right side it is ln of 2 plus of ln of 2 pi, right? Now you please solve. So now just put the all the values, right? Here del L. So in the right hand side again, I'm not sure like what will be the case in this case once we derivatize all these things, right? What will be the case in that case? uh, Try to put all the values, let's see what happens, right? So they just forget about this now. So only L will be there into del m by m will be there, and in the part will be the other right hand side because this will be in a bracket. So L will be multiplied with all. So this will be minus ln of 2. So now once we derivatize that, that will be 0, right? So basically all the values will be 0, right? So because a constant value, a value will come here, so then all this value will be 0, right? I hope that is right, right? So whatever value we are getting in the right side, if I understand like whatever you're suggesting that is true or correct in, I mean, for the expansion of the log, I may be wrong. That's what I'm just saying. So so it is then ln of 2 my plus of ln of 2 pi. So these are only one some values. So once we derivatize that, so all these values will be basically 0, right? So in no negative term, I mean minus term will be there. So only del of m by m. So basically del of L will come out to be as L into del of m by m, right? So it's basically 0.59 into, you forget about this term, and this will come out 0.01 in by 14.16. So let me do the math. 0.59 into 0.0108 by 14 into 1.16. No, it is nowhere near to the answer. So yeah, I mean, anybody got the correct answer of that, particularly this problem, because I've tried in multiple ways, but I mean, if anybody has gotten, please respond now. Like it will be beneficial for all. I've discussed actually, but and get the solution of this one. Uh, the only concern is that the value is exactly matching with the SM value. If you look at here, I'd like to show it to you. If you look at here, the SM value, so this is the value, right? So this is directly matching with this value. Like if you look at the answer, this will be like 0.01 or 0.012, something like that. So this answer is pretty much in line with that, but I'm not sure that it should be the case, right? So that's what I'm asking, if anyone has got, I mean, gotten the done the answer correctly, please come up now. I mean, it'll be helpful for all. If not, then this will be confusing. I have to, I mean, I as I was saying, I've discussed with other TAs as well, but I mean we are confused about this answer. So particularly this one only. So okay, I hope nobody has done that. Okay, there's no problem, but I have to see that. Okay, I have to check it with, or you can also write it there in the forum. So I have to ask the course instructor. I mean, what should be the answer? I thought some of you have done it, but yeah, okay. Now it seems that none of you have gotten it. Okay. So anyway, so the basically what I meant to say is that you have to apply the propagation of error formulas for calculating the errors. But since here the answer is bit wishy-washy, I'm not very clear about that. So uh, although it is matching with the SM value, but ideally it should not match with that. I don't know why it is
Excuse
happening,
me,
but
sir.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, I still have the problem with the error and propagation, right? So, since I have a confusion with this specific topic, hence I'm unable to solve this question after this after this portion.
So yeah, so you can see the those videos and all the sessions. So I think that will be helpful, right?
No, they are not
Like,
helpful at all. I'm sorry.
okay, so then I'm also like helpless. Like, what can I do? Like, you
Mm.
suggest what can I do for this, right? Uh, if this interactive sessions that didn't help you, then I'm also sorry to say that I don't help you in any other way. You have to see and you have to try to figure out in that way only. I mean, you have. I hope you have seen all other TA's sessions also. So if those are also like none of the sessions are helpful to you, I am afraid that this will be any further discussion will be helpful to you.
Sir, one thing I
Yeah,
want to say.
yeah,
If you will take ln of 1 by 2 pi square, okay,
yeah, yeah.
it comes while calculating with the help of calculator, it comes to minus 2.98.
Okay. So
That value we can put there.
uh, and like so, what value you are saying? Like
We are taking ln of m and
yeah, ln of m, right?
and we are multiplying it by 1 by 2 pi square.
Yeah, correct.
We are thinking that it is a constant and we should
Yeah.
just take it as a constant.
Mhm.
But while calculating the value of ln as a constant, it comes to minus 2.98.
Mhm. So I'm not sure, but what I'm asking that is it coming out to be the close to the answer, or I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. But the technique should be like this only. So that much I can say. But I have to see then. Like I'll again ask about this one, particularly this problem. I'll ask. Okay, I'll ask and I will get back. So that's what I'm asking. Like, if anybody have tried to good,
I mean to say, we are just cross multiplying it and then we are taking it as a 1 by 4 pi square.
but
If we will take ln of 1 by 2 pi square, it is having a specific value that is minus 2.98.
yeah, yeah, okay,
That means the constants are also can be taken as a log.
yeah, yeah. That constant set can be taken as a log, but after that, once you derivatize that, right? Once you derivatize that, any constant will be zero, right?
Yes,
So then there's no point. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So this total value of any the log of this and the derivation of this will be zero. So only value that will be remaining is that del m by m, and that is multiplied by l, like that is in the denominator part in the left hand side. So now then it is coming out as del l equals to l into. So that's what I'm saying. It is not matching actually. but it is matching only with the SM value. So that's, I am not sure. I will ask the course instructor again. So I'll try to get back, or at least put some suggestion, or if there
Yes.
is anything wrong there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, and whoever it was saying, he was saying that you didn't get the error, propagation of error. I will request you, please go through the course, the whatever uh, discussion we have done. And other thing is that the main course that the course instructor has taken, you take the help of the other books that is suggested there. I hope it will be easier for you to understand. It's not that of a difficult thing. People are trying and solving, because in the solving session we have done. So if you just go through those videos and the materials that is supplied to you, please do that. I hope that will be beneficial. But I don't know in what other way I can help you, because this is the only area and only place where I can help you. uh, so I will request you, please go through all those things, all those, 3 tiers are there, so all their sessions you just go through, and the main session of sir. So I hope it will be helpful for you. I hope it will be, you'll be able to solve. It's not that much of hard of thing. It is just the formula based thing. You have to just understand how the formulas are coming. And the main thing is that, in the, particularly for the exam, you have to just remember, what formula you have to apply there. So that is the thing. I can ask you to do that. So, and I'm sure that it will be helpful to you if you do bit minutely. uh, okay. So yeah, so these two problems are remaining from the last session. So since we are done about that, so I was thinking about solving few of the problems like this. And so that we will solve now. I will not solve any of this. I have taken some problems from the previous year, basically similar to problems first, and then I will go through some other problems of previous weeks also. So first problem is this one, very similar problem to the one that is given to you. Only a few values are a bit changed, or I'm not sure if the values are changed or not. So you can now, I'd say, a time based thing. You can take 10 minutes and you just try to solve this one. All the values, these are, you have to calculate. We have done these things now twice. I'd say this r value and this alpha value you have to calculate, and then you have to calculate all these error values, right? So you just do that right now, and that'll be helpful. Just start now. Take your pen and paper, and just, and the calculator as well, and just start it. So we will, okay, maybe take for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, let's say 10. We can see now it is 7:58. So 8 tens we can start. So again, don't use Excel for solving this, because that will be not available in the exam center. Only online computer calculator will be available there. So try to solve that manually, and help with the help of the calculator, as whatever formulas we have. Sorry, done. Just a minute. Yeah. So yeah, go through it. So time is now started. So yeah, it is 8:10 already. So is it done for all, or should I wait for some minutes more? Okay, nobody is responding. Okay, let's wait for 5 more minutes. 8:15. We'll just ask for the answers. Okay, now it's time. So now I hope all are done, right? So yeah, just throw your answers. Let us see that. I mean, if it is matching with all or not. So answer should be same, right? Yeah. So now first is the R naught value, then this alpha value, then error for both of them. Please, I mean, like guys, unmute or you can just say the answer. Nobody really?
Not value is 11.91.
Okay. And the alpha.
Alpha, just a minute.
Okay. So R naught is matching with all others. Please comment because I haven't pasted the answer here. So please just come up now. Similar kind of questions will be asked only in the exam. So just come up now. Only the values will be changed. So is it matching with all or some other values are coming for others? Or is it not done till now? Like it's taking too long. If you don't comment, it is will be difficult for me to see understand. Like
Sir, not done yet.
okay, so you need more time. But okay, so if, try to finish it early. Like uh, in the exam, you understand. Like by this time, you should complete like this kind of problems because similar numbers will be there. So you have to finish it very quick. But yeah, again, should be correct also. Yeah, okay. Then you take 5 more minutes and just try to finish it off. Okay. So I'm giving
Alpha,
five.
alpha must be 0.00417.
Okay, so I'm taking your answer alpha equals to 0.00417. So we'll see for the others how whether it is matching or not. Okay, so the errors for R naught and alpha that you have done. Uh, okay, it's not
Errors
done.
I
So
will see, sir, because concepts are not clear.
okay, so but for the R naught, for this case no issue was there, right? For I mean for this was pretty straightforward. Only you have to calculate this SB and SM, and from there this multiplication propagation. At least SB for the R naught it would have been solved, right? This is from the SB only, so that's not done. Okay. Okay, anyway, you just try to, I mean, solve it. Take more time and try to solve it, but you just practice. I would say, yeah. Okay, we will wait for a few more minutes. So just give me 2 minutes. I'll be just quickly back. 2 minutes. If you have any kind of query, so you just don't ask now. Just 2 minutes. I'll be back. So just 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so now I think it's done. So time is over. So I mean, you just now say the answers. So it is I mean, too much of a time for a single problem. So I was discussing this because since you have done just now, so I thought it'll be easier for you. Okay, so others, please, who have done or whoever have solved, please at least keep the answer of are not an alpha. So let's check whether that is okay or not. Anyone else? Nobody. Like this was very straightforward, right? Like this is very similar problem, similar formula, only the values are different. So I don't know, like, is there any difficulty in understanding of for solving these things? Formulas are there with you, right? So okay, so I'll not go to the answer. So if anyone is not willing to tell the answer, I'm what I'm feeling that not it is not solved for few people. So okay, so you have to just put all the formulas here to y equals to mx as we have discussed earlier for the similar kind of problem. You just go through that and you'll be able to solve it. At r equals to r naught plus r naught alpha t that we have discussed in the first part of this discussion only. So R naught will be your B and R naught alpha will be M, right? So you have to just calculate this B and M from this data set, and eventually from this B will be directly your R naught and M will be equals to your R naught alpha. So alpha will be just division of these two, right? And after that you have to just calculate the error. So for this particular problem or this kind of problems where these relationships are pretty linear, I would say, and they're not much of error propagation scope of error propagation is there only in the one case for calculating the error of alpha that we've discussed. So in there, the for this multiplication part we have to take the help of this propagation of error. Otherwise others for the particular the error for r naught is okay, is easy, right? So yeah, okay, so now we'll go forward. Basically I thought that you will finish this one first, so we'll skip this one for now. And okay, This was a problem I thought, but this is, I'd say I'll skip. I mean, before that, I'd like to mm want you to solve this problem. Again, a similar kind of problem, only the values are changed here. So here, basically, this is a chi-square test problem, and one problem we have solved earlier, where two different laboratories were there. So you just see now a very similar problem, and you have to calculate this chi-square value and whether it will be significant up to 10% confidence level. We have to calculate. So again, the problem I would pronounce here, that suppose two scientists have proposed two different vaccines called V1 and V2 of the viral fever, and you want to test if these are really effective. You gather a number of people, a proper sample of all ages and sex. You apply V1 on 120 people, so total number for V1 is 120. V2 on 140 people, so total number for V2 vaccine is 140, and placebo on 120. So placebo means that there is particularly no vaccine is applied, but still what was the case to happen, to check only. So after a year, you take a survey and find out that out of the people who got V1, 20 got sick, and for V2, 30 got sick, and for placebo, 30 got sick. So now if they're asking that using the chi-square test with a significance level of 10%, what conclusion can you reach regarding the efficiency of the vaccines? Okay. Now you have to just, what you have to do, I'd say first, so you have to make a table for V1, V2, and placebo, right? V1, V2, and where is that? Yeah, V1, V2, and placebo. You have to make a table, and after that, you have to calculate the chi-square from that, as we have done in the earlier part. So just start it now. 10 minutes, say. So now it's 8:30. So it'll 8:40. We'll see, right? This is very easy, very similar also, right? So yeah, I hope it will be easier for you and it will be able to finish within time. Let's do it now. So Abhishek, we are trying to solve this problem. So similar problem I have done earlier. So you just, if you want, so you can just try it now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so now the time is up. So now give the answer. Anyone? So how to do? Let me show it to you. So I mean, I think you all know how to do it. So as I said, you have to just make a table out of it, and okay, so you have to just make a table out of it, and then you have to just put the formula for chi-square, that is expected uh, minus observed minus expected whole of square by expected, right? And a value will you will get the value of chi-square. So basically this was the problem, and now you have to put the total value, right? So this is the placebo. Sorry, this was for the V1. Total number was 120, for V2 140, and placebo 120. Now for seek, we have gotten the value of 20, right? And non-seek will be 100. Now for V2 we have gotten the value is 30, so these are given, and 90. And so, and for placebo this is total is 120, so seek is 30, that is expected observed, and so this is the expected only, so that is 30 again. And same is for non-seek, that is 90, so it is actually 25% of the total. So total 25% is the expected value, so we will put basically the same value for the other one as well, right? Like 25% for the non-seek one, I mean for the expected, for calculating the expected for other one. Like, so once it is placebo, that is no vaccine is applied, so what is the case, how much, what is the percentage, so that will be the expected value for the other one as well. So this will be the 25%. So now 25% of 120 is actually 30. So here it is 30, but we have obtained 20 now. So this is the observed value, this is the expected value. Similarly 25% will be the case for here again, and here is value is 35, and it is actually 30. So now if we minus the values, the expected value of non-seq will automatically will get from the total number. Now we have to just, for the chi-square, we have to, what we have to do, this is seek minus, I mean observed minus expected square of that by expected, right? For, so there are total four of terms, so these two appear, these two appear, uh, these two appear, and these two appear, right? So total four values will be there, and you'll get the value of 7.3. Now you have to, for checking whether
So,
it is yeah,
please tell once again.
yeah, sorry.
From the beginning.
Oh,
Once
okay,
again,
okay.
please tell from the beginning.
Okay. So, so now what is the case is, for V1 and V2, you know the total value, right? So V1 is one vaccine, V2 is other vaccine. So you know the total number for on how many people this is actually applied. Now for the number is 120, 140, and the placebo is 120. So placebo means no vaccine is applied, but still they will check how many are getting affected in absence of any kind of vaccine. So that is the placebo value. Basically, whatever the placebo value is, that will be our expected value for other cases as well. It means that once no vaccine is applied, so in that condition how many people are getting affected. So similarly, when a vaccine is even if some vaccine is applied, that will be that will be our minimum expected value to get affected, right? So I think this is clear, right? So once no vaccine is applied, how many people are getting affected? So even some vaccine is applied, that will be like that will be our expected value. Okay, that percentage actually, not the number. So now, if once placebo is given, from there we are getting that 25% of the total number is getting sick. So that is the expected one. Now, if we put this total of 25% number for both V1 and V2, we will get the expected number for seek in both the cases. Now if we subtract from the total number, we will get the expected non-seek from both the cases, right? Now for chi-square, what we have to do there, the formula is oi observed minus oi minus total of square by I, right? So this is the formula. So we have to put it all these values we know. For V1 vaccine, this is a pair. For this one, for V2, this is the case. For sick, for no, sorry. So this is for sick of V1, and this is for non-sick V1. Is sick V2, and this is non-sick V2. Now you put all the values, you will get the number of 7.3. Now the question was asked that using this chi-square test, the significance level of 10%, whether it is reaching or not, right? Up to confidence level. Now you have to take the help of this chi-square table or chi-square chart, and from here you can see that for 10% confidence level. And so again, another thing that you have to calculate this degree of freedom here, right? So degree of freedom is basically n into n minus 1 into m minus 1. So one is number of column and another is number of row. So total number of column is row is 3, v1 v2 placebo, and column will be your total will not be counted, and this expected value is will not be counted, because this is I have provided for calculating here for the problem only. But only the thing that will be counted, the values that are provided, that is seek observed and seek expected. So this is column is 2 and row is 3. So total you can see from here, so 2 minus 1 into 3 minus 1, that will be 2. Now for this degree of freedom 2, and for 10% confidence level, what should be the value? So if you look at here, that is 4.6. Now the value is pretty higher than that, so it will be rejected, right? It will not be accepted to that confidence level. So in this way you can solve these problems, right? And uh, okay, so another problem is there. So I would
So,
ask you to, yeah,
hello, sir.
yeah.
Sir, observed value of B2 is wrong.
Is it?
Observed value of B2 for non-sick. It is not 90, it is 110, 110.
Oh yeah, correct. So it will be 90. It will be 110. Right. You are correct. So then, what is the value coming? Correct. Thank you. So then,
5.39.
sorry, 9.39.
Chi-square value is 5.397.
Okay, 5.39. Thank you, Abhishek. So yeah, so now it is 5 point, since it is 5.39, uh, but still it will be the fate will be same, right? Here it will be again greater than this value, right? Uh, okay, so for this confidence level calculation, this will be the answer will be same, but yeah, the chi-square value is was wrong. Abhishek was right, so be careful, right? So this will be 110. Now, since this is 30, this will be 110 non-sick observed, and this is 35, and this is 105. This is okay. Okay, this is okay for all, I guess. Now I would request you to solve this problem. I will provide the slides or ppt here. For this is the problem of box whiskers plot. I will give the solution in the next week, so you just try to do it. Basically same thing, data set is given, and from there you have to draw this box whiskers plot, and see whether there is any outlier or not, and then you
Sir,
have
can
to
you go to the previous slide of
okay.
the previous question for just a second?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes. The other slide. I
Yeah.
just wanted to
Mhm,
do the
sure.
problem. So here the if it is 5.3 is still
It is greater,
great
so it will be rejected, yeah. That's what
rejected.
I'm saying. So since
Okay.
for this case the answer will be similar, because there they will ask whether it will be applicable or not. But for the ones they will ask for the chi-square value, that will be wrong, right? So what I made the solution, so yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, thank
Yes.
you, thank you.
Okay, so now
Yes.
yeah, so now I'll ask you to solve this one. Basically you have to, what you have to do, you have to, from this data set you have to figure it out, you have to first categorize it from lower to higher value. Then you have to see the what is the mean, what is the median, what is the first quarter, what is the third quarter, Q1 and Q3. From there you have to calculate whether any outlier is there or not. From there you have to calculate any, what is the minimum value, right? So in this way, if you just I'll provide the problem in the PPT, so you just try to solve it. In the next session we will see, and in the next session we will try to cover the other three assignments, like assignment 10, 11, 12. Although this is not much is there, but I hope we can discuss about at least some portions of that, how to uh, write a paper and all those things are there, so we can discuss about those things. That is also important, I guess, because only not only this mathematical questions will be asked, some questions like that will also be asked. So yeah, okay. So I'll request you to all again to go through these sessions, whatever we have discussed, and again about the main session that is has been taken by, is provided there, is taken by our course instructor, and practice well about whatever varieties of problems have been discussed. So only those kinds of problems will be asked again, and that I'm repeating. So, and in the similar way it will be asked, only the numbers will be this and that, and you have to answer there in the examination hall, and no Excel sheet will be provided, you have to solve it with the calculator
Excuse me,
only.
sir.
Yeah, yeah, go on. Yeah, please carry on.
Sir, my value for R not 13.61.
Sorry, for the previous one you are asking, saying, so yeah, so what is coming, it is
Earlier
how
to
much?
this one, sir.
Oh, earlier to this one. Okay.
R0
Oh,
to 13.61.
okay. R0 is 13.6. So now you have solved the R0. Okay. I'm writing it down. I will provide the solution with you. R0 is coming out to be 9.61. You're saying
No, 13.61.
13.61. Okay. Okay. So other answer that I have got, that was 11.91. Now you are saying it is 13.61. Okay. I'll see what is the answer that I will provide.
And
Okay. And alpha.
alpha is 1.096.
Okay, 1.096. Okay. Okay. I'll see. I'll provide the answer and I will just match there and which one is correct. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, now, so this is the case. So, we can close for now. So, I just request you again, just practice well so that you be prepared for the exam. We will see you all in the next session. Okay, you just try to solve this problem particularly, and the remaining part of the error calculation, that the of the previous problem. So please do that, and we will meet you in the next session. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
yeah. Okay, okay, thank you. So I can close it now.